When Anakin Skywalker was defeated on Mustafar, he didn't just lose the duel. He lost his limbs and was burned alive. For the next 20 years, Darth Vader lived in constant pain, trapped in his new suit. But why was Vader never fully able to heal his injuries? The answer is more complicated than you might think. If Vader really wanted to heal his injuries, couldn't he just use a bacta tank? Unfortunately, that never worked. We saw the bacta tank heal Luke's injuries after his encounter with the Wump on Hoth. The design of the bacta tank wasn't to magically heal any injuries you had, but speed up the healing process. Bacta worked great for injuries such as cuts and bruises. There was only so much it could do for more severe injuries such as Vader's. Vader's entire body was covered in third-degree burns, and his lungs were so damaged he needed a respirator to survive. During the operation to put Vader in his suit, his burns were so severe the medical droids had to replace his skin with a synthetic one. While bacta could never heal him, Vader instead would use his bacta tank as a place to meditate. When Vader would meditate, sometimes he would become consumed by his own thoughts. His suffering wasn't just physical, but mental as well. When meditating, Vader's thoughts would often drift to Padme and how he failed to save her, believing he was the cause of her death. Vader did explore one other option to heal himself, and that was through the Force. Force Heal was a light side ability that allowed the user to heal certain injuries. This was an ability a dark side user could never use unless they were consumed by hatred. In Legends, Vader actually tried to heal himself through the Force. He tried to focus so hard on the dark side, focusing his hatred for himself. While it worked briefly, as Vader was able to heal a small amount of his tissues, which filled him with joy. The joy that he might actually be able to escape his nightmare. But as soon as his hatred faded, so did his healing, leading Vader to a never-ending cycle, where he would get nowhere with this and eventually give up. While Vader was never able to heal his injuries, these injuries did benefit him as it fueled his pain. Pain was a tool and Vader embraced it, strengthening his connection to the dark side of the Force. Palpatine designed Vader's suit to cause him pain and suffering for that very reason. He gave Vader outdated technology to make sure his suit was more of a torture device for his failure on Mustafar, making sure Vader would never forget it. Vader feared if he was able to heal his injuries, it would weaken him. If his injuries were gone, there was a chance that Anakin Skywalker could re-emerge from the darkness. All Vader wanted to do was remove the small part of the light that still remained. He wanted to destroy any remnant of Anakin. He hated how a part of Anakin would always remain in him no matter how hard he tried. While Vader explored many options to heal his wounds, in the end, nothing ever worked out. Bacta wasn't powerful enough to save his suffering, to where eventually, Vader gave in and used his injuries to fuel him, becoming an almost unstoppable force, where it was his own self-loathing that amplified his connection to the dark side. But let me know your thoughts. If Vader was fully able to heal his wounds, do you think he'd still be as strong in the dark side, or do you think Vader would have returned to the light much sooner than he originally did? But would Palpatine have allowed Vader to heal his wounds in the first place? Probably not if I had to guess. If you enjoyed this breakdown, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you want to see more Star Wars content like this. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.